Bang, no penalty, says the referee. Aaron Ramsdale has hands on the ball. Well, it was all action there. Saka swung the corner to the back post. Havertz and Gabriel, I think the two Arsenal teammates, contested for it. Gabriel headed it towards goal. From there, it was bouncing around all over the place. And just seeing on replay, Raheem Sterling, as he jinks his way through half the Southampton team in the penalty area, the ball does actually come off his hand. Handball, and the free kick went to Southampton. Ramsdale out to Walker-Peters on the left, gets it back. Harwood-Bellis. That's poor. Gives it away to Jorginho. Plays it first time forward to Gabriel Jesus. Dink cross looking for Saka at the penalty spot just beyond him and out for a goal kick. Wolves have equalised at Brentford. 6 minutes on the clock there. Wolves with the level of Brentford 1, Wolves 1. Bednarek for Southampton went out to the right for Sugawara. He was closed down quickly by Calafiori, who wins it back. Plays out to the right, Calafiori, as he drifts inside. Saka in the box. Cross against Walker-Peters. Sterling controls. Jesus! Blocked. Couldn't get too much behind that shot, Raheem Sterling. Gabriel Jesus. It was who eventually took the shot. They lined up together at the back post there. Raya sweeps it up, gives it to Gabriel. Dominant few minutes from Arsenal. Saliba sprays it out to Saka on the right. Saka stood up by Manning, gets it onto his left and crosses. It's beyond Rice at the back post, and Sugawara will see it out for a goal kick and a little bit of respite for the Saints. Just getting another look at that prior ball from Saka, the low cross that bounced along the edge of the 6-yard box before touch and attempt to finish by Gabriel Jesus. Didn't get much on it as he put it across goal. Saliba stepping out there on a rebound. Doesn't win the ball as it goes back to Harwood-Bellis. Bednarek. Fernandez back to Ramsdale. Goals flying in around the grounds. Here's Raheem Sterling. Can he get one here? He goes to ground. Under challenge from Bednarek. Referee says goal kick. Sterling wants the penalty. I was about to say the goals are flying in because Ipswich have just equalised at West Ham. Liam Delap, the scorer there. Let's have another look at this. Sterling touches it round Ramsdale. Bednarek's there for company. I'm going to get a better look at it now. First viewing, I don't see any contact from Bednarek. I think Sterling loses his footing. Well, there is a little clip from Bednarek that does send him off balance. No penalty. Arsenal play on. Saliba, Havertz. Saliba's playing really high up in this game, getting involved in the final third. Here's Saka to Partey. Jorginho, Partey again, right half space, playing as a right back. They did test him out as a right back at the start of last season when they had some injury concerns, Arsenal. Not too much success, and he was quickly moved back into the midfield. Here he goes down the right with the ball for Saka. Saka on the stretch does retain possession. Manning trying to stop Saka getting a cross in here. Saka goes through the legs of Manning, but Manning then just about does enough. Loses a boot and wins a free kick. That was a risky free kick from Bednarek to Ramsdale. Ramsdale just about got it away, but it's invited the Arsenal press. Partey with a chance here to play Havertz in, and that's a simple pass for Thomas Partey, and he's overhit it straight through to Aaron Ramsdale. That's a waste for Arsenal. There's a situation where they're about 4-on-1 there as Southampton gave the ball away under the press. They're going to keep trying to play out here, Southampton, despite Arsenal really suffocating them with the pressure. But then the alternative is what's just happened. They've gone long, and Saliba sweeps it up on the halfway line. Just absolutely relentless, this Arsenal team at the moment. Rice to Jorginho, still in the Southampton half. Nice clip ball for Saka, but just beyond him. That one. Clever idea from Jorginho, but a little too much on it for Bukayo Saka to keep it at the byline. 9 minutes on the clock, Arsenal 0, Southampton 0, but it's been all Gunners in this opening period. Calafiore's picked up the ball infield and used Rice, who's then made the run out side of him on his left. Really interesting how Arsenal are setting up in possession here. Calafiore is definitely inverting as the left back, forming a midfield base with Jorginho. Rice is getting more permission to make strides forward. Thomas Partey is the player sitting in to form a defensive three, but he's coming up here to support Saka, gets it back from him. Jorginho, lovely ball round the corner for Havertz. Havertz tries to cut it back, sliding in as Walker-Peters at the cost of a corner, but prevents anything more. It's almost telepathic, this understanding between Jorginho and Kai Havertz. Perfectly weighted pass from Jorginho. Havertz looks like he's just onside. Might be somebody at the back post playing him on. There was a shout for offside, but of course, since it only led to a corner, VAR's not going to intervene, so the corner will follow for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka will stand over it again from the right. Another in-swinger on the left foot of his. Saka to the back post. Havertz rises, but so does Aaron Ramsdale and gets the palm on it. At the expense of another corner. This one will come from the opposite side, though. Here's Declan Rice to take from the left. Left arm goes up, delivers to the near post. It's Havertz the target again, but he lifts it just over the crossbar. Aerial dominance for Arsenal so far. Havertz and Gabriel so dangerous. Havertz at the near post, got the first contact there, just lifted it over Ramsdale, who was coming out to punch, but also over the crossbar. I think if Havertz left that, Gabriel was coming in to power the header in. Not that he was to know, of course. Ramsdale, closed down by Havertz, gives it to his right for Harwood Bellis. Hoops up the line. Calafiore's touch invited Ross Stewart in for a tackle, but Calafiore with a lovely second touch away from the striker. And now Calafiore again. Oh, that is magnificent from Ricardo Calafiore. Couple of touches there. In his defensive third, just so composed, just gliding past Southampton attackers like they're not there as they press. That's what they signed him for. Slotted right into this Arsenal defensive line. It's that superb strike against Manchester City on his first start. Hasn't left the team since. It's Rice up the left. Sterling. Hasn't been too involved just yet. Raheem Sterling. He touched it off to Calafiore. Calafiore with a switch for Saka. Manning closes it down. Saka goes back to Partey. Now Saliba. Jorginho. Back to Saliba. Got to Saka on the right. He's in line with the edge of the penalty area. He's got two for company. Fernandes and Ryan Manning, excuse me, closing him down. Saka. Oh, nice ball to the byline for Gabriel Jesus. Back out to Saka though. Patient now, Arsenal. Partey. On to a Saliba. It goes back to Gabriel. It's the only Arsenal player anywhere near the halfway line. Everybody else well into this attacking third for Arsenal. So they keep this pressure on. Raheem Sterling trying to get past Sugawara. Dibbling comes to help him out. Cross goes in. Saka. It's touched down by Havertz. Saka! Oh, looked like that was heading in, but deflection. And then cleared by Southampton. Fernandes, lovely touch from him to open something up for Southampton, potentially on the counter. Gives it to his right for Dibbling. Back to Fernandes, just calming things down a bit for Southampton now. The energy has gone out of that counter-attack slightly, but it's a lovely touch from Fernandes. Southampton kind of hacked it half clear, and Fernandes on the edge of the box just juggled his way away from his own goal to open something up for Southampton. That's where they need to be on it, is when something does open up. Here's Downs, who's able to turn and find a Rebo. Now Dibbling on the far side, on the right. Coming inside of Sterling. Runs into a pocket of more Arsenal players, so has to go back. A Rebo. Manning. Walker-Peters. Howard Bellis. Sugawara. Southampton's turn to put the pressure on as everybody's now in Arsenal's half. Dibbling. I don't think Tyler Dibbling's wearing any shin pads, you know, his socks are around his ankles. Zaribo out to Dibbling. Sending up Calafiori, good left-footed cross to the back post. Headed half clear to Walker-Peters, who tries a volley straight at David Raya, and he makes the save. Down the right for Arsenal goes Havertz. Saka. Flynn Downs, hands all over him, so back to Partey he goes. Referee has acknowledged that was a foul, but says play on Arsenal. I think they would have liked the free kick there. Saliba and Partey exchange passes. Leicester have just taken the lead at home to Bournemouth. So only here at the home of last season's runners-up and at the home of last season's champions, Manchester City, as it's still goalless in the afternoon games. 1-1 between Brentford and Wolves, 1-1 between West Ham and Ipswich, and now 1-0 to Leicester against Bournemouth. Goal scored there by Facundo Buonanotte. Saka. Jorginho, has he been fouled there? No, says the referee, but Partey keeps the ball. Downs and Jorginho stay on the floor as Partey gives it to Saka. Into the box now. Dancing feet from Saka. To the edge for Jorginho. Partey. Saliba. Lovely footwork from him to get away from Ross Stewart. Calafiori. Driving inside. Gives it to Havertz. Touches it off to Jorginho. Wasn't quite enough on it there for Jorginho. So he has to touch it back to Saliba rather than go forward. Saliba with a nice pass through to Saka. Fernandes comes from behind him. Surely that's a foul. Referee says no. Southampton can play out. No, they can't, as Thomas Partey snatches it straight off the feet of Kyle Walker-Peters. Dominant from Arsenal, but need to make it pay with a goal. Partey. Gabriel. Saliba to Rice. Sterling touches it past Sugawara. Heading for the byline. Sterling just lets it run and checks back. Clever. Gabriel. Calafiori. Gabriel again. Gabriel Jesus. Calafiori's round him on the left and receives it. Back to Gabriel. Calafiori again. crosses. I think Rice was the target, but it's beyond him and cleared. Saliba heads to his left for Gabriel. Partey up to Havertz on the right. Dispossessed by Sugawara. Manning. Up the line for Walker Peters. Turns. Tries to go inside of Downs, but Partey dispossesses him. Havertz, Saka, nice quick move this from Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus, now Saka on the right. Tries to curl a shot. Hits it against Flynn Downs. And out it goes for another Arsenal corner. Meanwhile, at the G-Tech, I think Brentford might be about to restore their lead. They've got a penalty against Wolves. I'll let you know what happens with that one. I'm sure some fantasy managers keenly interested in that one if Brian Mbeumo takes. Saka to take this corner though for Arsenal. Goes to the back post again. Havertz is the target. Headed down by Gabriel at Ramsdale, and another corner to come. Brentford have scored, and it's Brian Mbeumo who scores the penalty. Rice's corner. Oh, Havertz heads in at the back post, but the referee had already blown his whistle for a foul in the box. Or is it going to be a retake, in fact? Brian Manning on the floor when it was taken. It's Calafiori who runs into Manning there. I think the ball's already been delivered, though, so... Is it right there to retake? I'm not so sure. That's what it's going to be. And that's a poor delivery from Rice at the second attempt. Beyond everybody and out. Ramsdale fizzes a pass through the centre. Finds the feet of Ross Stewart, but tackled from behind by Gabriel. Oh, Saka is down in some discomfort there. I think Kyle Walker-Peters has clashed with him there as the ball comes through. Jorginho looks at Saka. Oh, yeah. Kyle Walker-Peters, that studs in. Studs off the ground on Saka. A yellow card for Kyle Walker-Peters. Play goes on. Fernandez away from Saka, who is back to his feet and seems to be fine. Jorginho. Saka. Back to Jorginho. 1-2 with Partey, who's just drifted inside for the first time in this game. Jorginho is holding wide ever so slightly. He's tried to play it through to Gabriel Jesus, off balance against Bednarek, and it runs through to Aaron Ramsdale. Gabriel Jesus dispossesses Flynn Downs in the middle, but fouled in doing so, says the referee. Fernandez for Southampton. Stewart's just gone to ground off the ball. He's going to receive some medical attention from the Southampton staff, and players are going to use that to head off for a chat with the coaches. 25 minutes on the clock. Arsenal 0, Southampton 0. The Gunners yet to make the dominance they've had in this game pay. Looks like Southampton are being forced into a change here. Get Ross Stewart off the pitch. Not entirely sure what happened to him there. He just went down off the ball. I mean, his last action was being tackled by Gabriel, who sort of came through the back of him, so perhaps a follow-up from that. Cameron Archer is on to replace Ross Stewart, like for like up front, as Kai Havertz from the drop ball gives it back to Aaron Ramsdale, the Southampton goalkeeper. A couple more goals have gone in. Fulham have just taken the lead at Manchester City, and Wolves have once again equalised against Brentford. But the real story there, Fulham leading the Premier League champions. Andres Pereira with the goal, his first of the season. And Wolves, well, Wolves had equalised at Brentford through Jacob Strand-Larsen, but Brentford have taken the lead again through Norgard. 3-2 between Brentford and Wolves. Party looking for a run from Gabriel Jesus. Surely been fouled there. Yes, he has, and that means a free kick in a good position for Arsenal to deliver here from the right. delivers. Far too much on it, easily claimed by Aaron Ramsdale at the back post. Calafiori to Gabriel. Saliba. It's Partey. Saka. To Gabriel. Saliba. Partey. Back to Gabriel. All out to the left, aiming for Raheem Sterling. Cut out in the air, but Rice then intercepts. This is a nice move down the left from Arsenal. Havertz! His shot is blocked and trickles through to Aaron Ramsdale. Saliba. Partey. Back to Saliba. Gabriel to Rice. Driving down the left again. Touches it further left to Sterling. Outside the boot for Rice at the byline. He keeps it in. And he crosses, so a sliding tackle comes in. Behind for an Arsenal corner. Manchester City have just equalised against Fulham. That lead didn't last long. And if you just guessed the Man City goal scorer in your head, you're probably wrong. It's Mateo Kovacic who equalises for City. Rice. It's the corner short, lays it to Saka, who blazes it well over the bar. That's poor from Bukayo Saka. Gabriel. Clips the ball over the top for Gabriel Jesus, chests it down well, and then a little shimmy to get away from Bednarek, who grabs hold of the shirt, and the most blatant yellow card you'll ever see. Wasn't letting Gabriel Jesus get away from him there. Free kick for Arsenal. Dangerous position out on the left. A little closer towards the corner flag than the last free kick they had. Saka wasted that one. You might prefer this angle to deliver. Right over it, the top corner of the penalty area, over on the left. Sterling is with him for company. Hugh at the back post for Arsenal. Partey, Gabriel, Havertz and Calafiori, they all make a run. Rice drives it in at the near post instead, and it's straight at the wall and then cleared by Aribo. into touch. Arsenal throw-in on the right side now. Saka will take. In fact, he leaves it to Thomas Partey. He launches a long throw to the near post. Nobody there in red. Headed away to Saliba. As Partey kept that in play. Yes, just about. Calafiori. 10 minutes left of this first half. Arsenal still yet to really trouble Aaron Ramsdale for all of their dominance in possession. Sterling. Cross for Saka on the penalty spot. Headed clear. Fernandes challenged by Partey. Saka. Oh, he's asked too much of Havertz there. Sent him very wide. Should have really been teeing him up for a shot. Partey. Saliba. Back to Gabriel. Saliba again. Partey. Jorginho. Saka. Touches it out to Havertz, who's remained wide on the right. Crosses to the penalty spot. Headed away as far as Gabriel. Lines up a shot, Gabriel. Well over the bar. From about 35 yards by Gabriel. Aribo. And away from Rice. And Downs now to Walker-Peters. Southampton just stifled the Arsenal momentum in the last 10 minutes or so. Perhaps since that break when Stewart went down. Downs from Harwood Bellis round the corner for Fernandes. To Carl Walker-Peters on the left. Advances to the halfway line. Arsenal retreating. The line for Ryan Manning. Back to Walker-Peters. Gone from left to right, Southampton. It's Dibbling. Oh, he's found a gap nicely for Aribo. Turns and shoots against Calafiori. Rice gets the next touch. And he's played it through to Jesus on the left. Sterling running central. Poor pass from Gabriel Jesus. To the back of Southampton. Manning. Peters. Switch to Dibbling, whose touch allows Calafiori to nip in, and then Dibbling pulls him to ground as he runs away. Free kick to Arsenal, yellow card for Dibbling. Partey. Gabriel. It's Havertz. Turns on the halfway line, drives forward down the right. As Downs was catching up, he advances it to Saka. Back to Havertz. Saka again. To Thomas Partey. Saliba. Gabriel. Everybody into the Southampton half again. Southampton standing firm in their defensive unit. Saliba out to Saka. Then Manning closes him down. Saka cuts onto his left. Jorginho back to Saka inside the box now. Can Saka find a shot? He does. It's easily blocked. Jorginho volleys. Oh, just wide of the mark on the left. Great effort from Jorginho. Chests it down and catches the volley really nicely. That's probably the moment of the game so far. Jorginho. Wow. Cuts across it. I can't tell if Sterling's trying to get out of the way or trying to actually get a touch knowing that it's going wide. It wasn't far wide at the far post, and had Sterling got any sort of nick on it, perhaps might have just guided it in at the near post. 5 minutes left of the half. It's Arsenal 0, Southampton 0. Now goes Southampton down the right. Dibbling lets it run and Calafiori intercepts. Back to Raya it goes. He hasn't seen much of the ball in this game. Now Saliba. Calafiori, who's come in field. Away from Dibbling, gives it to Saliba. And Gabriel. Jorginho. Saliba advances into the Southampton half, gives it to Havertz out on the right, a party. Havertz. Calafiori making a run for him. Tries instead to cross on his right foot to Jesus. It's easily blocked and out for a throw-in. Havertz wanted to take quickly, but instructed to leave it to Partey, who can get it into the penalty area perhaps. It's in line with the edge. Thrown to Havertz at the byline, who hooks it back in field. Rice was the target. Dispossessed by Aribo, but then Jorginho collects it. Calafiori. Sterling on his left receives. Jorginho will try to poke it through to Calafiori, doesn't come off, and this is a turnover that could open something up for Southampton as Dibbling is running away from Calafiori. Jorginho chasing him too. Dibbling still going, knocks it past Gabriel. Foul, and I think that'll be a yellow for the Brazilian. Oh no, referee says play on. I think he's said that Dibbling has played for that, or perhaps just ran into Gabriel. An Arsenal counter with Saka. It's Partey. Saliba. Gabriel and Calafiori. Rice. Jorginho. Pressed by Downs, and so has to go back to Gabriel. Now Saliba. Partey. Up the line for Saka. And fouled by Manning. Free kick for Arsenal from a deep position. Don't think they're going to think about crossing this one. They take short. Partey to Gabriel. Now Declan Rice driving through the middle, touches it left to Calafiori. Like he fancied a pass into the box of Gabriel Jesus, but thought better of it. Goes out to the left for Sterling, gets to the byline, crosses under Jesus, and then Bednarek heads clear. Saliba. Jorginho to Rice. Sterling. Across the back post. Havertz and Saka were there. Neither could get on it. And then as they chase the ball, it's already out of play, but Havertz and Manning have had it coming together and ended up on the deck. Both shouted for the foul. West Ham have restored their lead against Ipswich. (2-1) to the Hammers there. Ahmed Kudus with the goal. Havertz, Jesus, Sterling. He's got Havertz in acres over at the back post. Sterling tries to shoot himself, blocked by Bednarek, looping into the air. Saka waited for it to drop. Back to Partey. Havertz. Saka. Across the back post. Defensive header drops to Calafiori. Now Rice has to win the box. Rice back to Gabriel. Saliba. 45 minutes are up. Jorginho. 2 minutes added time have been indicated for the stoppage for Ross Stewart's injury. Havertz on the corner for Saka. It's back to Partey. Shot saved by Ramsdale. And on the follow-up, Sterling can't get it goalwards. It's out for a goal kick, I think. He slid in with Bednarek, but I think Sterling got the touch. First shot on target all day for Arsenal. Partey just snatched across it. Decent contact on the ball. Awkward one for Ramsdale as it bounced in front of him. Brentford right on the stroke of half-time. As Aaron Ramsdale is down receiving some treatment. I think he might have caught a stud from either Bednarek or Sterling, who slid in on that game. Brentford have just scored a fourth against Wolves by half-time. It's Ethan Pinnock, the goal scorer now. Ramsdale is back to his feet. Only seconds left of what's been added on here in the first half. Bednarek did get the touch. It's an Arsenal corner. Saka stands over it. It'll be the final action of the half, this. To the back post. One in the air by Southampton, behind for another corner on the opposite side. Dear me, the referee has just jogged all the way over to Declan Rice over the corner to make him move the ball not even an inch into the zone where it's taken from. Rice now delivers. Ramsdale punches clear, nothing doing, and the referee blows the whistle for the end of the half. Quite a waste of time that was. Arsenal 0, Southampton 0 is the score at the break. The only game goalless around the grounds in the Premier League at this moment. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half here on Flash Score. find an opening despite dominating possession. First goal of the second half has already gone in around the grounds. Manchester City have just taken the lead for the first time against Fulham, having gone 1-0 down there. It's now Man City 2, Fulham 1 at the Etihad Stadium. The news will soon filter through to these Arsenal fans, I'm sure. Be keeping a keen eye on what City are doing, especially seeing them go 1-0 down. Ramsdale just kicked the ball out of play for Southampton. An Arsenal throw in to follow. Check on that City goal for you. It's Mateo Kovacic at the double. Brace for him. It's Ricardo Calafiori. It's Raheem Sterling. Infield for Gabriel. Saliba. Partey's played it straight to Fernandes, but the touch bounces back to the Arsenal man. Partey. Back to Saliba. Jorginho there has been fouled by Cameron Archer. Raya takes the Arsenal free kick just outside of his penalty area on the right. Moves it down the line. Jorginho to Partey. Partey through the legs there of Downs, but then just ran into the next challenge from Rebo. Saliba. The ball falls back into Arsenal hands. Not for long as Saliba's pass is intercepted by Rebo. It's the feet of Archer. Turns, gives it left to Fernandes. Now Downs. Bednarek. To Walker-Peters. On to Fernandes. Archer. Back to Bednarek. Harwood-Bellis. Up to Dibbling on the right. Face going inside and then takes it round the outside of Calafiori to the penalty area. Dibbling shot. Touch. Oh, lifted just over the crossbar by Fernandes. Huge chance for the Saints there. Really impressive work from Tyler Dibbling. Bursts away from Calafiori, makes his way into the penalty area. Dibbling actually tried the shot himself. Gabriel gets a block that then bounces up into the path of Fernandes. He hasn't got much time to react and actually does well to connect in the way that he does, but he lifts it just over the bar and onto the roof of the net. Saliba for Arsenal from the goal kick. Rice. Saliba clipped up the line. Saka. Manning, nice turn away from Jorginho. Bednarek. Walker-Peters. Aribo. To Harwood-Bellis. Bednarek to Walker-Peters. Downs turns away from Rice. Jesus tries to put a foot in. Rice eventually makes the tackle. Jorginho dives in. That's where the referee calls a foul. Dibbling. Harwood-Bellis. Downs has given it away there to Jorginho. The line for Havertz. Ramsdale. to West Ham against Ipswich now. Jared Bowen's got himself on the score sheet. Sugawara. Oh, he's run into trouble there. Just about gets away with it as Havertz was arriving. Gabriel Jesus couldn't hold on to it. Sugawara moves it back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale out to the right. Calafiori wins the aerial duel with Dibbling. Sterling. Still Sterling into the box. Jinks past Sugawara. Crosses low. Blocked by Harwood Bellis. Will take the corner for Arsenal from the left. So deliveries weren't great in the first half. And this one, not such a great delivery either. Headed away quite easily. Jorginho. It's all the way back to Raya, who's on the halfway line, the goalkeeper. Goes out to the left for Rice, who just keeps it into the byline, knocks it back to Gabriel. Sterling. Back to Calafiori. Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Turns. Dibbling gets a foot in on Rice for a throw-in. Nasty coming together, that between Calafiori and Aribo. Both have stayed down. It's just a moment on the stretch. The ball's getting away from Calafiori. Perhaps it looked worse in real time. Doesn't look too bad in slow-mo. Calafiori's limped back to his feet. Aribo looks like he's on the way back up without treatment as well. Sugawara to Rebo. Pass inside, just behind the wing back. Is that foul by Fernandes on Sterling? Referee says no. And here goes Southampton. Nice ball launched through to Archer, who heads it on for himself into the box. Low shot. Oh, Cameron Archer's found the bottom corner across goal. Brilliant finish. I beg your pardon, it's not Archer, it's Fernandes for the Saints. Southampton lead against the run of play at Arsenal. And all of that is Matheus Fernandes for the Saints leading the counter-attack. Well, I thought it was Cameron Archer because it was a striker's instinct. But it's Matheus Fernandes scoring his first Premier League goal in some style. No, it is Cameron Archer. Well, that is... It's Fernandes who plays the ball. It is Cameron Archer who scores the goal. But for some reason, I've only been shown Matheus Fernandes celebrating. I was led to believe that it was him there. So correct the first time around. It is Cameron Archer who takes the touch, works his way inside of Saliba and finds the finish across goal. There's a little nick off Saliba that I think is what takes it beyond Raya, but it'll be Cameron Archer's goal nonetheless. Southampton lead at Arsenal. Southampton have a throw in on the left. Walker Peters to take. Giving it away. Jesus went inside for Sterling, easily cut out by Harwood-Bellis. Around the corner to the left for Manning. Bednarek. Downs. Intercepted by Saka. Through for Havertz. Good drop of the shoulder. Havertz, brilliant finish! 1-1. What a goal, Kai Havertz. Southampton's lead lasted merely minutes. Kai Havertz with an excellent finish. Drops the shoulder, opens up the space, goes across goal on his left foot. And Arsenal are level, just a few minutes behind. Saka through to Havertz, drops the shoulder away from Harwood-Bellis on his first touch. And duly finishes. He faces some criticism of his finishing. Claims that he's not a proper number 9. Kai Havertz, that is a proper number 9's finish. 1-1 at the Emirates. Harwood-Bellis. Calafiori intercepts. Now Sterling. Oh, Jesus is going to take over this ball. I think he's offside. He tried to pick out Havertz at the back post, and Bednarek slid in to deal with it. Behind for an Arsenal corner. The flag didn't go up against Jesus. I think he was well offside there. He is offside, Jesus, but again, with it only being a corner, VAR's not going to look at it. He should do better though, Jesus. He's not had a good game. First change for the hosts. Well, there's going to be a couple, in fact. Leandro Trossard is on for Gabriel Jesus, who's really not had a good game here. And Jorginho is off for Mikel Merino for his Premier League debut, after coming on against PSG in the week. Calafiori. Party. So to Gabriel. Marino. First touch in the Premier League for him. Infield for Calafiori. Puts it around the corner looking for Martinelli. Intercepted by Harwood-Bellis. Oh, lovely touch from Marino as Harwood-Bellis clears. It's behind Calafiori, but he slides in on Sugawara and takes the ball away. Drives through the middle and finds a pass to Kai Havertz through the heart of 3 players, and Havertz is able to turn on his first touch. This is really nice from Arsenal as they continue to build up. Saka to the edge of the box. Declan Rice lifts a shot well over the bar. Was in fact a triple substitution by Arsenal on the hour mark in front. Jorginho, Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling went off, replaced by Marino, Martinelli and Trossard. Kick from Ramsdale out to the left. Manning. Partey forces him backwards. Fernandes tried a clever turn. Saka on his touch. Still keeping it, Fernandes, and manages to knock it off to Walker-Peters. Through a gap for Archer. Good defending by Arsenal. Here's Rice. Marino. Oh, Marino's been dispossessed there. He's been fouled, though, by Flynn Downs. He did so. Quick free kick taken by Arsenal for Havertz, who's driving through the middle. Still Havertz takes a shot wide of the mark from distance by Kai Havertz. Switch by Bednarik for Sugawara. Martinelli. It's Calafiori, Trossard. To the byline for Martinelli. Gets it back for Marino. Partey lining up a shot. Oh, and it's bounced just wide off a deflection. Who gets the touch here? It's a Southampton player. It will be a corner. Heading for the bottom left corner, but I think Aaron Ramsdale did have it covered as it came across him. Arsenal corner then, Saka to take from the right. His deliveries haven't been great today. Does look like the sun's in his eyes over there as well. Queuing at the back post, the Havertz, Saliba, Partey, Calafiori, Marino and Gabriel around the penalty spot. To the back post it goes. Nothing doing, out for a goal kick. Ramsdale goes to Havertz, and immediately a heavy Arsenal press is on. Southampton kick long, Calafiori wins it. Field for Rice. Nice ball out to the left for Martinelli. He's got time to pick somebody out. The aim for Havertz. It's kept alive by Partey at the back post. Rice. Partey. Good cross. Marino is the target on the penalty spot, headed away by Rebo. He was fouled by Marino, says the referee. Free kick to Southampton. 25 minutes left on the clock. It's Arsenal 1, Southampton 1. Saints will be more than happy to leave Emirates with a point. Switch is cut out by Martinelli to Trossard. Back out to Martinelli. Marino's made a run for him. He goes back to Trossard instead. Martinelli again. Now Marino receives it at the byline. Crosses against Sugawara. Another Arsenal corner to come. There's another from the left, so Declan Rice will get another turn at delivering. Arsenal have had 11 corners in this game, yet to make any of them count, which is very uncharacteristic for Arsenal. To the near post, headed on, Marino, behind for a goal kick. Touch in the near post, I think, from a Southampton player. But yeah, the last touch is from an Arsenal head. Bournemouth have just equalised at Leicester. Just waiting for confirmation of the goal scorer there, but it is Leicester 1, Bournemouth 1. Ramsdale kicks the free kick. To the right, Calafiori wins in the air. Comes back Arsenal's way. Martinelli intercepts. Suguero's tackled him. But Marino picks up the pieces. Kicks against Downs, and now it goes for an Arsenal throw. And Lewis Cook, the goal scorer for Bournemouth. Saliba. It's a party. Saka. Cuts onto his left. Crosses to the back post. Martinelli snuck it into the near post. And Arsenal lead from behind. 68 minutes on the clock. Arsenal 2, Southampton 1. Lovely ball from Saka, picks out Martinelli at the back post, and he just sneaks it in at the near post. Underneath Aaron Ramsdale. Keeper might think he should have done better there. The Bournemouth goal's just been disallowed at the KP. Lewis Cook offside. VAR check on that one. I don't think there'll be a check on this. Let's have another look. It's Partey out to Saka on the right. Cuts onto his left. Oh, Martinelli actually is leaning offside as Saka picks him out. Nice first time finish. VAR is going to have a look. I think Bednarek might just be playing him onside, but it is tight. Yeah, I think he is onside here, Gabriel Martinelli. Still looking at it, VAR. It is tight. So just seen a goal disallowed for Bournemouth on a VAR check. Around the grounds. West Ham have also just scored a fourth against Ipswich. Lucas Paqueta, the goal scorer this time. Now seeing the lines, and it has been decided as onside at an Arsenal goal. VAR check has lasted nearly 3 minutes, but got to get it right, of course. The line's drawn from a new angle. Martinelli is onside. That's the decision. Goal stands for Arsenal 2-1 against Southampton. And you can see what it means to Martinelli as the position rings around the stadium. The player who's been short of confidence in 2024, Gabriel Martinelli, went a long time without contributing to a goal. Starting to find his form again. Raya. Into a Saliba. Now the defender just trying to skip away from Archer. Raya. Gabriel at the line for Calafiori. Havertz. Marino. Gabriel to Saliba. Gabriel again. And to the left for Calafiori. Nice pass around the corner for Havertz. Turns away from Downs. Up the line for Martinelli he goes. Marino. Partey. To Saka. Trossard's making a run for him. Receives it at the byline. Trossard turning on it. 2 for company. Back to Saka, twisting and turning against Manning. Saka sits Manning down, gets the shot away. Ramsdale makes a good save at the near post. Clearance is against Saka to Trossard, and Rice receives in field. Gabriel, Martinelli. Calafiori goes around the outside and receives it. Calafiori first time crosses low to the penalty spot, cleared by Bednarek, out for an Arsenal throw-in. Seeing Saka's shot again, took a nick off Kyle Walker-Peters between his legs, could have ended up anywhere. Ramsdale reacted well to make the save. Southampton change, certainly an attacking one. There's actually going to be a double change. Still very attacking. It's Manning and Fernandes off for Anuachu and Armstrong. 2 attackers on. Going to have a good go at this. Here's Trossard. Infield for Rice. Cut out by Anuachu. Huge figure that he is. Tallest player in the Premier League. Downs. Sugawara. Havertz to Ramsdale. Ramsdale out to Archer on the left. Partey wins it. Saka into the corner against Kyle Walker-Peters. To Archer. Saka battling with him. Peters clears. Just down by Anuachu. Now Downs. Hooks it forward for Archer to chase, but Rice gets across and just sees it out for a throw-in. Saka. Oh, waited for that one too long. Aribo pinches it off him. Now Dibbling. Aribo. Walker-Peters. Infield for Harwood Bellis. Walker-Peters again. Sugawara. Dibbling. The line for Armstrong. First touches for him. To the byline. Picks that across. Partey wins in the air. Rice. Hooked out for a throw-in. Southampton throw in. Onuachu chest down. Aribo. Downs. Dibbling. Dibbling lining up a shot. Shoot he does, and only just wide of the mark. Raya might have been beaten there. Good effort from range by Tyler Dibbling. Really clever as well, as he cuts onto his left foot, fakes the shot once to get past Trossard, then an extra touch away from Marino, eventually takes the shot. Whistles wide of the post. Good effort. Rice and Partey exchanging passes. Havertz. Back to Partey. Saliba. Marino. To Havertz, he's on his own in the box here. Havertz goes alone into the side netting only as he blasted the shot on his right foot. It's looking very lively in the second half, Kai Havertz. It's Onuachu in return for Southampton. It's receiving deep more often than not. Sugawara goes long. Raya has to come out of his box, kicks long for Havertz, who brings it down really nicely, but then is challenged by Downs. It's Dibbling. Sugawara. Oh, beyond Raya. Nobody got a touch, and Partey can see it out on the far side. Arsenal still not safe here, but it sounds like Manchester City are now out of the woods with a third goal against Fulham. Doku, the scorer this time. City 3, Fulham 1. Scored there. Partey's throwing. Marino on the stretch. It's Calafiori. Gabriel in field for Rice. Poor touch from Rice. That's a lot of Saliba. Onuachu comes away with it, sliding in his Rice. Good tackle. Counts for his error. There goes Saka down the right as the tackle bounced to him. Havertz. Saka crosses low at the near post. Trossard was the target. Cleared as far as Havertz. He followed up with a shot. Rice and Calafiori. Martinelli. Outside of the boot pass for Calafiori. Cuts inside in the box. Trossard. Rice allowed to take the shot. Blocked by Havertz. And it's out to Thomas Partey. Keeps it in. Crosses against Aribo. Does make its way into the box. Calafiori heads it down looking for Trossard. Martinelli. Trossard keeping it alive. Across the back post. Saka the target is just beyond him. Aribo might have to get something on this. As Partey arrives. Good around the corner of that from Aribo. Now back to Ramsdale. Arsenal going to make another change. Takahiro Tomiyasu returning from another injury. Has had his fitness issues, in his time at Arsenal. He comes on at right back for Thomas Partey, a like-for-like change there. Six minutes left on the clock. Arsenal 2, Southampton 1. Havertz. Aribo. And fouled there, has he, by Saka? This is the referee. Remarkably, no goals in the second half at Brentford after 6 in the first half. Brentford 4, Wolves 2, still the scoreline there. Leicester still lead by a goal to nil against Bournemouth. Man City 3, Fulham 1, and West Ham 4, Ipswich 1 are the other scorelines. By Saka and Walker Peters here. Walker Peters has stayed down. Play continues. 3 minutes left on the clock. I'm sure we'll see a few added on at the end of this half. It's Gabriel to Saliba. Tomiyasu. forward looking for Havertz. Havertz does well from the ground to play it through to Trossard. He's got Martinelli and Akers over on the left, and Trossard, he's just lost his footing. But Saka! Oh, Saka, what a finish! It's 3-1 Arsenal, and they've surely wrapped up the 3 points now. Saka has a goal to add to his 2 assists. Tremendous game from the Arsenal skipper on the day. Bukayo Saka has his goal. 2 goals and 7 assists in 7 Premier League games for him this season. He is on fire. The ball breaks. It's Havertz does really well initially to work it through to Trossard. Trossard really should have picked his head up and played Martinelli on his left sooner. Just took a touch as he was running that he didn't mean to take. Opened up the ball to Sugawara, who actually inadvertently touches it through to Bukayo Saka, coming across it on his right foot and just drives it across goal as Ramsdale still coming back the other way into the bottom corner across goal. Brilliant finish from Saka. Just so instinctive as the ball breaks. And Arsenal lead by 3-1 against Southampton, and that surely is that for the Gunners. Well, it's not been an easy afternoon for them. Fulham have got another one back at Man City, not over there yet. Rodrigo Muniz, the goal scorer. He's only been on the pitch about 10 minutes. He's knocked one in. City 3, Fulham 2. Final change coming from Arsenal. Calafiori off, replaced by Kivior. Sterling. Saka, excuse me. Sterling's long gone. Comes up the line. Trossard poking it through to Havertz. Cleared by the Southampton substitute. Charlie Taylor has just come on at Southampton. First involvement for him there, clearing that ball. Saka's corner by Havertz, bouncing around in the box. Ramsdale had a flap at it. Ball free from Trossard on the left, keeps it in play just about the byline. Kivior. Trossard tried a clever little flick around the corner for, I think Kivior was the target. He didn't continue his run. Martinelli burst across and did get a touch, but the ball had just run out of play. So it's a goal kick. 3 of 9 added minutes played here at Arsenal. Brentford have scored a 5th. It's Fabio Carvalho, the goal scorer now. Really shared them out in that game. Leicester, so they're going to see out that 1-0 win against Bournemouth. Havertz battling for it on the left. Goes down under challenge from Walker Peters. Referee says play on. It's kept in play by Martinelli to Marino. Rice. Back to Saliba. Marino. Saliba. Tomiyasu. Bednarek puts it behind for an Arsenal corner. Full time at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City 3, Fulham 2. Just about held on there, Man City. Wolves have just got one back against Brentford. It's 5-3. Ryan Aït-Nouri with the goal. Already had an assist as well. Full time between West Ham and Ipswich. 4-1 to the Hammers there. Corner to the back post. Tomiyasu makes contact. It's behind for a Southampton goal kick. Rice. Marino. To Martinelli. Sliding in comes Adam Armstrong. Took it off the feet of the Brazilian. There goes Cameron Archer for Southampton. Archer. Reba tried to play it through to Archer. Cuts out for Havertz. Nicely finds Trossard on the turn. Got Martinelli on his left again. Will he pick up the right pass this time? He does. He sent Martinelli quite wide though. Just keeps it in play at the byline. Crosses. Ramsdale gets a hand on it and then scrambles to collect. Comes out quickly to Flynn Downs. Dibbling bringing it forward to Armstrong. Peters. To Dibbling. It's back in field for Bednarek. Arsenal now just reverting into shape. Let's see this one out. Full time at the KP. Leicester 1, Bournemouth 0. Dibbling. Swing it to the back post on him. Actually the target is beyond him and Tomiyasu wins the header for Arsenal. Saka forced the byline, his own byline by Archer, just about managed to clear on the turn. It's Walker Peters. Bednarek out to the left. Charlie tailored across. On to actually the target again, but won by Kivior. Trossard. Dribbling into his own penalty area. Fakes it clear and then cut back onto his left foot. Anuachu still closing him down. He picks out Havertz, who hooks it forward. Nobody there. He'll run all the way through to Aaron Ramsdale, who comes out of his penalty area, touches it to Bednarek. The final of the 9 added minutes here now. Rebo on the turn. Back to Bednarek, and the full-time whistle has gone at the Emirates Stadium. 3-1, the final result for Arsenal. Having gone 1-0 down at the start of the second half to a lovely Cameron Archer goal. They soon batted back through an equally impressive Kai Havertz finish. Martinelli, the substitute, nodding in the goal that put Arsenal